Virgo reading. I just drop, let's put it here. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands, and bottom of the deck open into two. Eight of Cups, the Orchard. Justice and Three of Swords. Queen of Cups is at the bottom of deck. I am getting that somebody could be at a loss here, Virgo, when it comes to a situation between the two of you. That somebody is presenting as the Knight of Wands. I do see there is something that they started, and there is something that is required of them. There is something that they need to do here to take themselves out of the Five of Pentacles situation, which is a situation of complete lack, a situation where I am getting whatever used to be isn't anymore. They are feeling pretty lonely, pretty alone is what I am getting, and it has reached a situation where justice is required. Why? Because they are completely lost. They can't see where this is going anymore. And the Orchard is here. With the Orchard, what I am getting is this is part of what they have themselves possibly created here, a situation of confusion, a situation of darkness, a situation of a lot of puzzles to solve, and they are themselves confused at this stage. I just saw 222. That could be for a specific few. And the situation here is completely a situation of heartbreak, a situation of need, a situation of lack, heartbreak, need, disappointment, confusion, and part of it is due to their own doings here. And these two just dropped, so let's have a look. Knight of Swords and the Star. We do have somebody here who is battling with a lot when it comes to spiritual healing, when it comes to leveling up. Temperance, yet they are meant to rise. And Seven of Pentacles I am getting, Virgo, is presenting as you with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of deck. New inspiration, which is keeping you busy, which is keeping you putting your attention somewhere else, forcing somebody else to rise in some way. If they are still interested in this, which I see for some here, they are presenting as the Knight of Wands. They started something, for some reason it became complicated, and part of it, what I am getting, is they made it complicated or more complicated than it should be. I do see here Virgo is kind of redirected to something, to working on something, to putting their energy into something quite productive there, because there has been a lot of waiting, and it's like, if you're gonna wait, if you're gonna put your energy, you better put it in something that would actually be productive than leading for this other person to kind of rise to here. So let's put all the cards back together, Virgo, and let's see. Okay, I just saw 4, 4, 4. Let's go. as a High Priestess. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, and the deck opened into two. Here, this is again Seven of Pentacles, which presented as your energy, and the King of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is just beneath, Three of Cups. Okay. Okay, oh. Five of Cups. Page of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, and Temperance is here again. I am getting here, Virgo, that this is your energy, High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. And this goes with you, Seven of Pentacles. There is something in a situation where you have done all you could here, and you have done all the leveling up that was required of you, and you're presenting as the High Priestess. Quite knowing, quite psychic, quite intuitive here. With the Queen of Pentacles, that is... you're kind of good in life as well, and you know what you have to do. And I do see you going back to something you used to do here, or working on something again, inputting in something again. And we do have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The person you're dealing with, man or woman, is presenting as the King of Wands. This is presenting as two things. For some of you, this is presenting as the same person, and for some of you, it is presenting as you waiting on them to kind of show up here. This situation is presenting with a lot of melancholy, a lot of grief. It is presenting on somebody having to do something for something to move forward here. It is presenting as an opportunity that needs to happen. But again, with this other person here, Temperance, they need to rise for something to happen here. What happens in this case here, I am getting two people that are kind of waiting, but there is one that needs to soar, there is one that needs to rise, there is one that needs to be making a step here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, so that this melancholy I am getting, which is coming on their side, so that this can subside. We do have the Hermit here, and the Ten of Cups. I am getting it is a kind of very cute, I'm hearing cute love energy, cute situation here that has been pretty secret with the Hermit, but it has also been very deep, very, I'm hearing enclosed for some reason here. That's why there is a lot of coming forward, doing the work on one side. Let's have a look. It's pretty complex here. Page of Swords and the Hierophant, Judgment. We do have the High Priestess and the Hierophant here, so I'm getting this is the match, the yin and the yang. One is more Piscean and the other more Taurian, and it is this very beautiful love story here is what I am getting. Yet we have the Page of Swords. Somebody could be a bit guarded here, somebody could be a bit in their mind here, but yes, let's have a look on, let's have a card on that Page of Swords. It's definitely going with that one having to make a step forward. Yeah, Nine of Wands, a lot of defensive energy. Ace of Cups and the Hangman is here. They could be a bit overwhelmed by all of it, or this is how they have been. They are presenting more as the Nine of Wands now, coming out of all that used to overwhelm them, coming out of all the guardedness and still making little steps. I am getting it is still in the dark. There is something that is quite enclosed is what I am hearing. It's not, it's a bit covered here, it's not in the open. And this being the relationship here, we could understand why. This could be one of those very deep spiritual connections, and you would know about that is what I am getting. And we do have the Ace of Cups that came through with this. There is somebody who is kind of intimidated by this level of love. Let's put everything, and they need to soar, right, as we've seen. Let's see why they are intimidated or what's happening here, Virgo. What is something? See, the Hangman. This is how overwhelmed they have been. Let's see what else the reading would like to tell us about this situation. Okay, what else would the reading like to tell us about this situation for Virgo? Seven of Swords. Page of Swords. From these two and the way that the cards are just doing its own thing here, I'm getting this is somebody who can be quite picky, and being picky just keeps them in a type of loop that doesn't help here. That's what I am getting. Quite picky, always in the thoughts, never being able to make a decision here, never being able to get out of the thought process to kind of make a decision. And I am getting not only are they picky, but they are also unable to get out of their head, unable to get out of the thought process to come to something and make a decision. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. And there are things, this would like to come out with in a minute, there are things that they initiate, but then they become a wall. They just initiate something which doesn't come from the best of energies. Like Seven of Swords could be just little strategic ideas and thoughts that they have, and they allow it, they invite it, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, wait a minute, there is something that just doesn't progress here. It does not progress. It does not progress from a thought to something progressive or an action that works here. Let's have a look at that. The Fool, here it is. We do have somebody who at the end of the day, they're quite wary of dipping their toes, but I just see them being there, thinking. We do have somebody who just thinks a lot, as we've said. Aquarian energy. and a lot of swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a lot of thoughts. They are not great with risks, very picky, always in the thought process. The Devil. And with the Devil, I am hearing the Devil is in the details. So there is something with this person with details, being picky, being in their head, being an overthinker, looking at the risk, and there they are. They don't move, they just keep contemplating and thinking. More swords energy. Nine of Swords. This drives this person to a lot of sleepless situations here, to a lot of anxiety, and I do hear they overstress themselves. They exhaust themselves mentally. Here it is again, they need to rise, they need to soar. This is the second time or the third time that this is coming out on their side. They need to rise, they need to soar. And soaring for this person would be getting out of their mind, getting out of their thoughts, which are not the best, with the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. The Page of Swords could be great, but then I am seeing it as a wall here. For many of you, it is somebody, especially if they're not very good with taking risks. They could just be observing from a distance without you knowing, always thinking about the right move, and it doesn't come. This could be a bit of an idealist. And with the Devil, it's presenting like the Devil is in the detail with this person. This could be an air sign for some. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a Capricorn. This could be an Aquarius here. There is something about flexibility. There is something about risk. There is something about soaring. There is something about the need to expand with the Temperance card. Bottom of deck, Nine of Wands is here again. Quite a defensive person. And the King of Wands. Ace of Cups is here again. And the Hangman is here again. Ace of Swords, definitely somebody who needs clarity. They need to, part of the situation possibly was overwhelming, and for some of you who have been in this situation for years, it's not as overwhelming now. It is quite clear that it is an Ace of Cups situation. We did have the Hierophant and the High Priestess in the beginning, and the Virgo is already at that High Priestess level. And we do have a King of Wands here for some of you. This is a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. They present as great, they present as bold, they present, but yeah, there is something with risks. The Star is here again, bottom of deck. No, we did have the Fool. Aquarius energies here again. Whatever their sign is, if the reading is resonating, they definitely need to work on healing, and they definitely need to work on risk-taking. Part of their healing has to do with taking a chance, being a bit expansive, getting out of their head, which they are not. Here it is. For some of you, we do have a Leo here. I'm getting Libra as well here. Aquarius as well as here. Ace of Swords. Five of Cups, Four of Cups. The Star and the King of Swords, and the Devil is here again. And we do have a beautiful love here. It is the details. Some of you Virgos, if you feel this is your energy, then see how to reverse the situation here. So we did see that somebody needs to have clarity, right? Clarity, Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. When it comes to this love, Ace of Cups. It was overwhelming before, but I don't feel that it is as overwhelming, especially for those who have been in this for years. I do get this is somebody who's very, very picky, and they just keep thinking and thinking and thinking. They need clarity, and they need to be very firm with themselves, is what I am getting. Strength and special card. This is the situation here. And we did talk about somebody having to take a risk, and it is presenting as the Fool, and now as the King of Swords, having to take a risk, not the Page. The Page could be a bit guarded and doing things from a distance that isn't as mature as the King. As much as they are unsure, but this is a mature energy. It could be firm, it could be to the point, but at least it does something, at least it says something, which isn't the situation here. And the Star, definitely this needs healing here, this needs elevating here. This is the level of leveling up we are talking about here. Let's have a look at this deck. Knave of Wands. For some of you, I could get this energy is a bit younger to you, or when it comes, this is, for some of you, they look like a King of Wands, but they are a Knave of Wands, they are a Page of Wands, or there is something of the Page of Wands level that is required of them. I'm getting they are hearing romancer, could be a bit more of a flirt, but not in a bad way is what I am getting. This is what they're kind of, I'm getting a bit smooth, but at the same time they don't have much experience with deeper things, with commitments or something here for some. Okay, and for some I'm getting that's a Leo, that's a Libra for some. Queen of Wands. Kind of used to the undefined is what I am getting, but let's shuffle to see what we get for Virgo. I'm hearing Aries as well for some. You see, the signs do not matter, but if I get them, I'll put them out there for some of you. Okay, that just dropped in a stack, and bottom of deck, Judgment, Two of Swords. I am getting for these Virgos, there is somebody who doesn't know how to deal with you. You are as much as a strategist as they are, but you do mental activities and thoughts way better than they do. They are quite mechanical with it is what I am getting. So we do have the Knight of Swords that is here, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. If anything, Virgo, I am getting that this person does not find you easy to deal with, does not find you easy to have a way with is what I am getting here, because this is their energy. Romancer, bit of a lover, not necessarily bad, because for some of you I am getting this could be a very young energy, quite challenged here, and also quite picky. The real problem here, the real challenge for them here is not this very light energy, but it is more about getting out of their head and taking risks, something that they have to heal around love as well. They don't find you easy here. They don't find you somebody they can have their way with here. Eight of Pentacles. They do find you to be hard work. There is a bit of a controlling energy. A lot of swords again. Knight of Swords to them. Kind of controlling here. But I do see for those I am reading here, they still do put in the work. Still do put in the work. But yeah, they try to make it as complicated as they can, or whilst they are transmuting, transforming, there is a bit of that difficulty that they face that keeps showing up. Five of Swords, more swords energy, and not the best of swords energy. Ace of Cups is here again. Seven of Swords. I really get a young energy with this. They could be quite young, or they could be young when it comes to what is required of them in this situation. Or do you see this is what they are used to, whether they are a man or a woman or whatever it is they are interested in here. Some of them could have had it easy with the opposite sex or whatever here. But they are in a situation where the Ace of Cups is involved. Let's have one more card from this deck for Virgo. Okay, this just one. Yeah, Seven of Swords. A lot of swords energy. And bottom of deck, Nine of Wands and the Wheel. There is something about the Virgos here that just changes things for this person. I'm sure they change things for you too, but you just make them level up. For some of you, you're more mature, you could be older as well here, you know more here when it comes to this, or you have the right way to a good 80%. Not saying they don't know as much, but yeah. There is something with defensiveness. The Nine of Wands is here again, that they need to learn. Let's have a card on this one, that they need to overcome at least. I just saw 2555. Acceptance was the bottom of deck, so could be a lot of resistance is what I am getting with this acceptance card, with their energy. Okay, that's a stack, we're not taking it. Music of the Spheres and Rose Quartz. I really get you are at two different places, Virgo. But autumn leaves suggest that this person is changing, and there is something about how dark their experiences, or how darker their experiences are when it comes to this situation compared to yours. Yours could feel dark and be dark too, but there is something about them and the mental and something quite torturous here a little. They're quite resistant as well, but I do see them looking, I do see them putting in the work as much as they can, to the best that they can, but there is something about them resisting as well. You have transformed. They are presenting as the music of the spheres, still going, a bit resistant, a bit willing, quite silent, but yes, you've reached, I'm hearing the pinnacle of this situation, or of a level at least here. You're not like them. Okay, there is a certain resistance, there is a certain I'll drag my feet. For some of you, this could be willingly, or just that's part of their process. From which deck? Okay, let's have a look at one card from this. Okay, there's one in here. The Fool is here again. It is. And we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. A lot of mental energies in this person. We do have the Fool again. It is as simple as for them to dip their toes, as for them to make something so that something can happen here, to make a change, make a decision so they could make a change. Okay, Queen of Swords. A lot of Aquarius energy in this reading. For some of you, I'm really getting a lot of mental energies that can be changed with a risk, with not knowing, and this person here is not really good with that. But is there hope though? Let's have a card from this one. Is there hope? Knight of Wands and Eight of Wands. Yes, Three of Swords. I do get part of that is them healing a certain broken heart from the past. I'm getting an X energy as well here. For some of you, maybe they've been doing that for a bit. They are disentangling themselves, and yeah, they are being pushed here with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. They're being pushed to expand. They are choosing to expand themselves. The Knight of Wands is the Knight of action. Eight of Wands is a lot of expansion, and we did see they need to soar, they need to rise, they need to change. So the answer to if there's hope, yes. Three of Swords, something from their past that they are still getting out dealing with here. Thanks, Virgo.